Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Casey Stadium, where it's day 2 of the Indoor Cricket National Championships. I'm Cameron Walter. It's great to be with you for this, the women's match between South Australia and the returning Tasmania, the first Tasmania women's side since the year 2000. They're back, and how good is it to see them here at the tournament? I'll take you through the lineup, starting with that Tasmania side. They're captained by Emily Diven. Joining her, Nikki Brooks, Monique Booth, Nicola DeSautoy, Emma Flack, Charlie Stebbings, Megan Murray, and Shay Dabiner. The South Australia side, their captain is Nisha Isles. With her is Taylor Gregory, Jasmine Earle, Keely Stone, Alana Gregory, Alison Maxwell, Stephanie Beasley, and Kylie Rattray. The umpire for the match is Andrew Potts. And as you see on this, well, just out of shot, there they are. You can see the first Tasmania competitors at a national women's tournament in some 24 years. Fantastic to see, and can't wait to see how they go here today against South Australia. So hello to everybody right around the country, but in particular to those of you watching from Tasmania, cheering on the Tasmania women. Opening the batting is Brooks. With her is Booth. Brooks, despite this being a new, the first Tasmania side in a long time, Brooks, former Australian junior representative back in the year 2000. So certainly has had some exposure to indoor cricket. Well, it's going to be fascinating viewing. Great to see the Tasmania women here joining the men's side. Both the men's and women's side from Tassie. It really does help the resurgence of the women's division. We are live from Casey Stadium. It's all thanks to the City of Casey, major partner for the 2024 Indoor Cricket National Championships. Plenty of indoor cricket action to come throughout the day. Hope you can stay with us. And other matches taking place right now. The 22 women ACT up against Victoria. And Queensland Vic in the women, and in the other under-22 women's game taking place over on court 4, Queensland and New South Wales. So I'll keep you up to date with all of the scores. But for now, Keely Stone has the ball in hand, and here we go. We are underway. And leg side. First runs for Tasmania. Inside the line, it'll be a dot ball. And the first run's off the bat for Brooks. Booth chasing her first delivery. Playing across the line with dot ball. And no ball off the pitch. So get the runs, but not the delivery again unless it is the last over of the partnership. Final ball of the opening over now. Beaten outside off. It will be a dot. And 6 runs off the opening over for Tasmania. And they're back here at Nationals. If you've just tuned in, I'm Cameron Walter. You're watching Tasmania against South Australia here in the women's division at the Indoor Cricket National Championships. I'm told there's a bit of a legend in the stands here supporting Tasmania. Number 2 on the all-time Australian men's Roll of Honour, Gary Cumberbatch. How good is that? He's travelled here to watch them play. Here's Taylor Gregory bowling the second over, starts with a dot, and that puts Brooks on third ball. The score has to change now. It's a no ball. They've run anyway. Oh, and Beasley puts it down at the back. So they're through for a run as well as the extras. Got out of jail there, Tasmania. Left by Booth. Bit of pinball. First run off the bat for Booth with that single. Brooks trying to play it back with a square instead of dot. And another one of them will bring the over to an end. 4 runs from it. They'll start the next over on third ball. Again, an opportunity for South Australia to strike. Jasmine Earl will bowl the third over. Oh. Third ball, they had to go. Monique Booth left the crease, trying to smother the spin. Spun past her. And Brooks is run out at the keeper's end. First wicket falls. Playing against the spin. Another dot. Spins past the bat and the stumps. It's going to be third ball again. Beaten, chance at the top, not out again. Beasley, I think, has taken the ball in front of the stumps. And it's a hands, yeah, that's knocked the bails off. That's good eyes from the umpire, Andrew Potts there. And get through and get away with it again. Tasmania, a single with 2 balls remaining in the third. That was in the air, that shot from Booth. Just hit the net at the right angle to deflect away from any fielders and get through for 2. -2 off the over, though. Still, this partnership is on 8. It's not a bad position to be in. They can still press towards 20 runs. It's the first game of the tournament for the Tasmania side. Again, the first Tasmania side at Nationals in the women's division for some 24 years. South Australia, however, have played a game. They played last night and went down in a close game to Victoria. Lost that by 10 runs. Here's Rattray. The unfortunate thing for South Australia, I understand there's been a couple of injuries and maybe down to this as they're 8 fit players 1 game into the tournament, which is not where you want to be. It's going to be third ball. This is the 3rd time Tasmania have faced it. Oh, to be caught. Oh, it's put down and finds the back net for 5. Beasley not having the best time of it. Sometimes that's what happens. You just get the yips or whatever it is. She'll settle into the game. Two balls remain for Rattray. That's up and well charged. That's a great catch down there. Keely Stone, I believe it is. He's followed it into the corner and taken it down to a right. Well judged and big wicket gets Tasmania back to the single digits. And that 2 gets them back to the double digits. 10 runs for the opening partnership. A couple of wickets there for Tasmania, but they're away. They're back here at Indoor Cricket Nationals. How good is it? The Tasmania women's side on the court and on show court for that matter. If you're just tuned in, folks, I'm Cameron Walter. It's great to be with you. Well, this afternoon now, it's just after noon here at local time, Australian Eastern Time. Coming to you from Casey Stadium here in the city of Casey. The city is our major partner for the Indoor Cricket Nationals in 2024. This is week 1. We start with the Opens competition, Open men and women, under 22 men and women. This will run through to Saturday. And from a week from today, the juniors component will kick off and run through to the following Saturday. So 2 weeks of indoor cricket action coming at you from Casey Stadium. Stebbings and Murray at the crease now. Megan Murray, that is. Gregory, the bowler. It's Alana Gregory, mind you. And starts with the leg side. Oh, no ball, and it'll be out at the top. It is. Megan Murray, overcommitted. Didn't need to do that. There was a no ball. Instead, -5 from the delivery. Again, a chance at the top, a direct hit. Would have been tight. as the first runs off the bat for this partnership. Gets them back to 0. Megan Murray now will face her first ball. It's off the leg and a dot to finish. Going to be Ali Maxwell wearing different state colours this year. Bowling over number 6. Fended backward of square, it finds the net, it'll be 2. Should be out, taken. Stebbings clubbing one onto the back net. Rattray takes that as easy as you like. Tasmania in some trouble now early in this first innings. Oh, that is quite a catch. The pull shot straight to the square leg fielder. That's really well judged. It's an absolute reflex catch. So Jasmine Earl, I believe it is, down there at square leg. Another wicket falls. South Australia on top. Another opportunity. Oh, run out, Megan Murray at the keeper's end. All too easy for South Australia at the moment. That is 3 wickets in 3 balls. That's a hat-trick. Oh dear, 4 in 4 balls. Bat on it, went high into the leg side net. And Ali Maxwell, 4 for -17 off 1 over. Devastating figures. And this pair in deep trouble after 2 overs. They'll have to reset, maintain some positivity. See they're having a chat to Martina Stephen, who's over there on the sideline, who's manager of the side, I believe, and also on the team sheet, so maybe we'll see her play, but was a member of that last Tasmania women's side back in 2000. Here's Taylor Gregory. Chance at the top. A little bit of a fumble. Dave Stebbings time to get home. Oh, this will be out at the top, surely it is. Another wicket fall. Stebbings just took off. Megan Murray not interested in the run. In fact, wasn't even looking. And that's the result. Another wicket goes down. Ooh, Stebbing wanted a big piece of that. Trying to slam it through the covers. It's just too good there. Stone in the front court. Clean hands. Indecision from Tasmania. And all the time in the world to affect the wicket. These are the sorts of things that when you're playing your first game at a national tournament ever for these players. That's just some of the things that experience will assist with. Ball going straight to hand like that. You can see the indecision. One wanted to go, one didn't. You can see why there was no run there. One ball remains for Taylor Gregory. Another chance. Megan Murray gets through. And it's 2 to Stebbings and closes out the over. -6 from it. And some scoreboard pain there for Tasmania. But it is a game of skins, even if this partnership remains, well, probably south of neg 10. The third and fourth partnership can look to put on 20 each. Not only give them something to potentially bowl to, but give them an opportunity to take a couple of points off South Australia. Kylie Rattray to bowl over number 8. Edged and out. Stebbings looking to divest the ball of some leather. Just edged it into the keeper's net. An easy catch there for Ali Maxwell. Stebbings, good contact with that. It was up in the air, but it was down safely. Through for a single. Did it catch the net? No, it was a single. So 2 balls remain now for the partnership. Full damage done by South Australia already. That one finds the net and run out. Beasley collecting the ball and diving at the stumps. And another wicket falls. You've got to start somewhere. You're going to see plenty of high fives. They're just out of shot, but they're all smiles and high fives still. Just short, but out again. Dabner leaving the crease. What indoor cricketers tend to practice is 2 steps and then make a decision to run. When you've got a hot front court field, the temptation is always to take more than 2 steps or to commit earlier because you're in danger of being run out at the keeper's end. So I think that's what we're seeing. It's just an adjustment Tasmania will need to make as they progress through the tournament. Brings the over to an end, -10 from it. Another great one for South Australia. We're on the charge here. Ali Maxwell to bowl the 11th over. It's a wide plus the run. Should be out. Direct hit from Miles. You can't do that. Don't set off when you've hit the ball straight to her. Chance at the top. Dabner gets through. And that's out. It's out. Yeah, Dabner had just walked out of her crease. I'm not sure why. Beasley was busy putting the bails back on. Looked up and noticed that Dabner was out of her crease and just flicked them off. Not sure Dabner realised what has happened here. It's, again, a sign of inexperience. The ball always live. She knows. She has to smile about it. Yeah. A gift of a wicket for South Australia there. 2 balls remain for Maxwell. Edged. Fall safe. Safe single to close out the over still. -5 from it. Ali Maxwell, 6 for -22. Bank those figures any day of the week, would you not? So 1 over to come. It's going to be Alana Gregory. Single for Dabner. A little untidy. I'll get through for the single. And it's going to be third ball to close out this partnership. The score has to change. Ah, it's a great shot for Dabner to finish off. That's the sort of thing you need to demonstrate you're capable of competing at this level. And, well, it was all South Australia in that partnership, but glimpses of promise for Tasmania. You're going to need a pretty big pair here. Emily Devon, the captain. Nicola De Sautoy. I have to check if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Apologies otherwise. Emily Devon, former captain of the Tasmania Roar, as I understand it. The outdoor side. Here's Stone. There's single. I'll tell you what, Devon is lightning between the creases. Single to De Sautoy to get her underway. Two to the skipper, following that leg side. One ball remains. A good over there for Tasmania, 6 runs from it. This final partnership is away. Remember, it is a battle of skins. Each quarter of an innings, each batting partnership is a skin. It's competing against the corresponding batting pair in the other innings, as the Nutbush is getting cranked out here at Casey Stadium. Just outside a shot, the Tasmania sideline. There you go. You can see it at the edge of the screen. There they are. They're doing the Nutbush. There they are. I don't think I've seen that before. Not many firsts these days for me at indoor cricket, but that is one of them. Jasmine Earl to bowl the 14th over. It's 2 runs to Devon. Yeah, as I was saying, the skins, they compete against the corresponding partnership of the other innings, right? So Tasmania can set up this last partnership along with the first as a positive one from which they might be able to draw a competition point. Down up single there for the Southoi. Oh, called through. It took a while for the Southoi to commit, but once she did, get through for the 2. It's a wide. 1 to come. DeSautoy looking for the down-up sweep. Not this time. It'll be a dot to finish, but another great over for Tasmania. 9 runs from it. I mentioned earlier, South Australia carrying a couple of injuries. I believe it's Tali Meany down on the sideline in crutches. Ainsley Knight is sitting at the back here behind the bowler, taking notes. She's in a moon boot. And Alex Weeks, another player, normally wearing other state colours, I believe, is carrying a knee problem from game 1 as well. So the 11 they brought, 3 of them in trouble. Oh, dropped there in the front court and sent back. Chance. Oh, they nearly had her at the top end. It's going to be 3rd ball now, though. It should be out, taken, leading edge, and an easy catch. The first wicket force for this partnership. Almost came off the back of the bat. Oh, 2 wickets in 2 balls. Beasley goes through to Southoi. Just when these two looked as if they were mounting a solid partnership here. At least a skin they could try to defend. Beasley strikes twice in 2 balls. Southoi responds well and finds the side net for 2. Chance at the top. Needed a hit. Diven dives. Makes good her ground. An appreciative Tasmania sideline. Cheers her home. Chance again for Isles. The radar not quite on yet. DeSautoy gets home with another 2. Damage done though, -4 from the over. 11 on the board. Love to see 10 plus from Tasmania in this over to get a skin of 20 odd. Nisha Isles, the skipper, will bowl the last over of the innings. It's played flat. A little fumble from Taylor Gregory. Gives DeSautoy time to get home. Edge goes safe. It's 2 runs. The Edge closer to 20 this partnership. Oh, Nisha Isles has something to say about that though. And bowls to Sautoy. Chance at the top. Driving Divin is back. There's 1 ball remaining now. Isles strikes again. And back to 5 for this partnership. Just too good from South Australia. They're an excellent outfit. And pegged this last pair back. And Tasmania finish on -39. Batting first here on day 2 of the Indoor Cricket National Championships. Let's take a look at the other games happening now. Queensland in the other women's game against Victoria, they've posted 103 batting first, and then the under-22 women's games. The Australian Capital Territory have posted 93 batting first, and that's against Victoria, and Queensland and New South Wales again in the under-22 women. And as is always the case when I flick over to a scoreboard to tell you the score, it plays an animation and hides the score. Now I can see it again. 74 runs to Queensland. New South Wales 24 with an over to come in the first batting partnership. So a couple of interesting games unfolding everywhere. And folks, if you've just joined in, you're watching the 2024 Indoor Cricket National Championships. I'm Cameron Walter. It's fantastic to be with you. And we're coming to you live from Casey Stadium here in the city of Casey. The city of Casey being our major partner for the tournament. Thank you to them for their support and for playing host once again in this fantastic facility here at Casey Stadium. So this will be Tasmania's first effort with the ball and in the field. Good to see the under-22 men, I believe that is, cheering them onto the court. No, can't be under-22. They must just be the men. You can only see a couple of young ones, but must be the Tasmanian men. Now here to cheer them onto the court, which I love to see. Beasley and Alana Gregory will open the batting for South Australia. 10-run skin. You'd think Tasmania would throw everything they've got at trying to pick up this point. Others will present somewhat of a challenge. Monique Booth will open the bowling. Beasley and Gregory at the crease. Here we go. There's a single backward of point to start for Beasley. And the same for Gregory. They're both away. Two runs there off the net, and they sneak another with that untidiness. They're going to cash in there any chance they get, South Australia. Front for no ball, plus the two big runs early here for Beasley. She grabbed the 3 with a sneaky extra. And no ball 2 is another 4. Still 2 to come in the over. Driven straight to the Sautoy. He gets it back in a flash. That's good indoor cricket there from Tasmania. But South Australia hadn't gone anywhere. It's 10 runs off the first over. It's a great start for South Australia. Tell you what, folks, it's a magnificent facility here. It's a cold day outside and an even colder one in here. I would pay good money for a heater right about now. So if you're in the area and feel like going past Kmart, just flick me a message. I'll flip you a coin. Brooks to bowl the second over. Now, South Australia are clearly going to win this game, and by some margin. You see this delivery from Brooks. But for them, as we will see when teams are winning games by big margins, they still need to focus on their own principles, their own processes. And in the case of South Australia, they need to look after themselves. They're down to the 8. I've got no intel. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious with crutches and a moon boot that at least 2 of the 3 that aren't playing are out for the tournament. I don't know if that's the case for Alex Weeks as well. They've got to look after themselves to make sure they are all fit for the back end of the week. It's a great shot there from Beasley. And 12 runs off that over with that wide at the end. The 22 on the boards. They're off to a flyer, these two. It's going to be Emma Flack now. She'll bowl the 3rd over. Driven. Straight back to Flack. Gives it a juggle, but no run. Left alone by Beasley. It'll be a leg side. So no ball over the waist. Gregory puts herself to a down up 2 as well. And already South Australia 30 on the board. Good use of the feet, but the ball straight into Alana Gregory at the non-striker's end. Ouch, she says. And no ball off the pitch to close out the over. 10 runs from it, the third successive over in double figures. And South Australia going to bank this first point, will clearly win the middle 2. Maybe TAS will save their best 4 bowlers for that last one to have a crack at that. It would be interesting for the Tasmania side, their first tournament at Nationals in 24 years. Now, they've obviously been training, preparing, and I'm told here's Divin, the bowler. Alana Gregory grabs 2. I'm told the Hall of Famer, Jude Coleman, who's now the coach of the Tasmanian outdoor women's side, so he's obviously down in Tasmania, has helped out a bit at training, which is no doubt fantastic. Oh, great shot from Beasley to grab 3. But they've obviously prepped, have had their processes, they've trained, and this is the first time that they've been able to really see that against, well, in action, I should say. So how they learn and adjust from here, it will be important. Next side there from Divin. Of course, really feel as well for Alyssa Small. That'd be a no ball. Alyssa Small, a member of this side, in the final 5 minutes of the final training session before they came away, did her ACL. And that's just, oh, that hurts. Hopefully we'll see her and the team back in 2025. Another wide. I'll get the runs and delivery again, so still 2 to come. There's another one. Prolongs the over. It's a 10 ball over at the moment. Great shot from Alana Gregory to close out the opening partnership. And what an opening partnership it is. 50 runs. And South Australia on the charge here at the Indoor Cricket National Championships. Thanks for your company, folks. I'm Cameron Walter. It's Tasmania up against South Australia in the women's division. The first time we've seen Tasmania in that division since the year 2000. So a lot of people on debut out there. And that's perhaps reflected on the scoreboard as well. Again, I said before, you've got to start somewhere. And only onwards and upwards from here for the Tasmania side. We've seen similar progress in their men's side, who rejoined a couple of years ago. Got a terrible memory, it all blurs, but their first game last night against the defending champions, the Australian Capital Territory. A couple of, they were on 50-odd after 2 pairs, so clearly progressing with the experience of playing at Nationals. And well done to everybody down in Tasmania. Maxwell and Earl at the crease now for South Australia. To Sautoy, the bowler. There's the first runs off the bat for Maxwell. And another wide. A couple of easy runs here early for this partnership. Two runs to close out the over, 10 runs from it. So a good start there for South Australia. Megan Murray. Her twin, Natasha, in the squad as well. No ball, front foot off the first delivery. Tangled glove here, I think. And Brooks lending a hand. Ready to go now. Excuse me while I clear my throat. Final ball for Megan Murray. Oh, what a way to finish. It'll be a dot. Nearly had her. 9 runs from the over. That's the first time South Australia haven't reached double figures in an over. Shea Dabner for over number 7. Here she is to Earl. No ball. Not out of the hand right. No ball off the pitch. Saw Earl was considering advancing then. Last ball for Dabner. There's a no ball. Maxwell playing it in front of her face, playing it into the net for another 2 and a 13 run over. Move to 32 this pair and continuing the charge for South Australia. Day 2 here at the Indoor Cricket National Championships. It's 2 for Maxwell. Should point out as well the trainer for the Tasmania side, Brendan Rose, from Victorian side in years gone by. And I'm told by Coach Dean Hawkins, or Hawk, that Hawk says that Brendan's been a big help, huge help for the team. Brilliant to see. Stebbings continues. Oh, it's dropped, but it was a no ball anyway. So they'll get the delivery again as well as the runs. Booth doing a good job to even attempt that. Came down from the roof at a rate of knots. And that one heading through. Will go to the back net for 5. And with that too, it's another 50-run partnership for South Australia, and matching the first pair, 100 on the board at the halfway stage. It's a dominant performance so far with the bat. Why don't we go around the grounds, thanks to the City of Casey. The other women's game, Queensland up against Victoria. Victoria on 54 early in the third batting pair in pursuit of Queensland's 103. The under-22 women's games, it's the Australian Capital Territory up against Victoria, and the ACT are in charge. There's one pair to go, and Victoria on 37. They're chasing 93. The other under-22 women's game, that's over on court 4, and I might have to come back to it. Here's Divan. Runs straight away for Taylor Gregory, finding the net on the offside for 2. It'll bring Keely Stone on strike. That other match looks as if New South Wales will go ahead of Queensland in the under-22 women's. They're currently on 78, the start of the last batting pair, chasing 74. So again, I'll keep you up to date with those scores as this match draws to its conclusion. Great shot from Stone. Single there for Taylor Gregory, completes the over, 9 runs from it. Another comfortable 2. It's 2 to Taylor Gregory. Taylor Gregory, one of the driving forces behind the Australian Indoor Cricket Collection. It's newly launched, repository of the history of our game. Now that I say that, I actually have no idea if I was supposed to say who was behind that, but I just did. Yeah, a great place where they've started to collate the records for the game, stories, stats, players. So do encourage you to look that up, the Australian Indoor Cricket Collection. And, maybe even a few of you can contribute to that. If you've got some data that might be missing, it's one of those things. A lot of the history from, I guess, probably before 2010 maybe is all partial, incomplete. Stebbings bowls her last ball, 10 runs from the over. There was an effort on the part of a few of us a number of years ago to build the rolls of honour for the Australian men and women's sides. Every player that's played or toured with the Australian sides has a number. And I mentioned earlier Gary Cumberbatch, number 2 on that list here at Casey Stadium to watch Tasmania. Shay Dabner now will bowl over number 11. Starts with a no ball. Yeah, that earlier effort to build the roll of honour, that took a fair bit of digging around to find whole programs and photos and whatever it was to help us assemble that list. Great diving effort from Diven to protect the back net, but South Australia hip to it. They run through for 4. So if you have that sort of data, old score sheets, photos, programs, whatever the case may be, again, look up the Australian Indoor Cricket Collection and get in touch with them. Not sure if that just dropped short or if it was just put down. Tough either way. It'll be a dot ball. Oh, miscommunication. The 3-line fielder running back needs to leave that for the bowler or the receiver. And it just meant it went through to the back net for 5. $14 run over. Another good one for South Australia, who are yet to lose a wicket in what's shaping up to be the definition of dominant. Megan Murray now, she'll bowl the 12th over. Driven into the back court. 4 runs to Taylor Gregory. And 2 balls remain. A comment earlier about Kmart and a heater. I wasn't kidding either, if anyone's popping past and on the way to Casey. This will be the last ball of the partnership. Great 2 from Taylor Gregory to finish up. 47-run partnership and 147 on the board. And when you've got Nisha Isles and Kylie Rattray to come out, well, you're in a world of hurt, really. Folks, you're watching Tasmania, their first game at Nationals for the women's division in 24 years, up against South Australia. here at the Indoor Cricket National Championships. I'm Cameron Walter, and it's great to be with you. There's lots of indoor cricket left to come here from Casey Stadium. We've 4 more games for you today. Coming up next from 2 p.m. Eastern Time, it's Western Australia up against Tasmania in the men's division. And after that, we've got ACT and South Australia in the 22 men, then Victoria and WA in the women, and to close out day 2 here at the National Championships, all thanks to the city of Casey. It's the Australian Capital Territory, the defending champions, up against South Australia. That one will be a cracker. We're back underway here on court 1. Brooks, the bowler. Dot ball to start. It falls safe. Kept off the net. It's a single. Couple of leg sides in the row. Making life easy for Rattray. One to come now. Driven. Great dive there again from Diven to keep it to 3. Body on the line. Quick score check. The other women's game, Queensland have started to dominate that. They've got Victoria in trouble on 41 with 2 balls remaining in the 13th. The ACT have defeated Victoria in the under-22 women, and New South Wales defeated Queensland in the under-22 women as well. Dusautoy is bowling over number 14 now. Chance at the top. Chance. Oh, she hits. It's out. The first wicket for Tasmania in 24 years. They're back and they're pumped. How good. They're loving every minute of it. A great piece of work. Booth there, fairly deep on the 3-line. It was a little bit of a juggle. It needed a direct hit, and there it is on the instant replay. You can see the call was right. Isles run out at the top end. And there's something they'll enjoy. Stick that in the highlight reel. Two balls remain now. Driven again. This time it's through. Booth gets to the back net despite the best efforts of Diven. And Isles grabs 4. No ball off the pitch. Plus the 2. So 8 runs from those final 2 deliveries. And 8 runs off the over. But Tasmania have grabbed their first wicket. They're dancing in the huddle. There's something to celebrate. What's shaping up to be a big loss, but lots of lessons, and the most important thing of all is they're enjoying themselves, and lots of lessons to learn, to apply in each game after this one. Here's Flack. Rattray uses her feet, sends it to the back for 7 runs. Side the line, the ball hits the sticks. South Australia happy to not take another run, or a run off that delivery. Miles uses her feet and almost another run out. I think Rattray would have been home. But it's third ball. I believe this is the first time. Yeah, the first third ball in the innings. So the score has to change here for South Australia. No, it's a no ball off the pitch. Comfortable 2 for Isles. Rattray left her crease. Oh, it's a direct hit. It's out again. Devon hits the sticks. The dive from Rattray doesn't get her across the line. And Tasmania have their second wicket. There's Devon. And there it is. The bails are up. The bat's in the air. Brilliant vision. And as I said, the second wicket for Tasmania. It just shows that the basics are there. And more of those will come as the week unfolds. Booth will bowl the final over of the match. You'll be able to check out the scorecard from this match at opens.indoor.cricket.com.au. All the results, fixtures, stats, they're all there. Keep your eye on that throughout the week. And remember, this court 1, will be streamed all week. No commentary from tomorrow through to Thursday night, but I'll be back Thursday night to take you through the finals. Another great effort from Divin. She's thrown herself around there. She saved a run. There's a single down a backward square, and 2 balls remain in the match now. Couple of dots to finish, but there it is. A comprehensive win for South Australia, 177 to -39. But great to see Tasmania back at the women's division here at the Indoor Cricket National Championships. And yeah, exciting to see a couple of wickets there as well for them to take a couple of positives out of that. And obviously lots of lessons to learn, but for South Australia, that's a great win and a disciplined win, important for a side carrying a couple of pretty serious injuries. Folks, it was a pleasure to have you for that match. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, it's Western Australia up against Tasmania in the men's division. That'll be from 2 p.m. and plenty more indoor cricket action to come to you live from Casey Stadium throughout the afternoon and evening. I hope you can stay with us for that. And again, hope you've enjoyed our coverage of this match. Until next time, I'm Cameron Walter. Thanks for watching.